Shaq, what's this week been like for you guys as a team?
It's a challenging week, but luckily for the past 5 years we've been here, Coach Frank has done a great job of teaching us how to face adversity and teaching us how to, face it head on, no excuses. And I think that what make this, not gonna say an easier process, but give you more confidence that we're able to withstand any adversity that's faced before us. So just holding the guys accountable and just making sure they understand that the show doesn't stop. We got a lot of things. We got 8 more games, and we still can find a way to hopefully get into the dance.
Coach Saturday, first team meeting yesterday, first practice with him, immediate impressions.
Oh man, his energy. Yeah, he has great energy, and for a guy, especially me, who's brings a lot of energy, and for him to come in with as much energy that he has, and holding guys accountable, then you go out to practice and see what pace he wants everybody at, and it's amazing, especially for a former player too. So now he understands the player side, coach side. So it's kind of great to kind of have that. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. It's amazing to have someone who's such a great spirited guy as Coach Saturday. So I'm looking forward to it.
You mentioned the accountability, the responsibility of the guys in this locker room. You're one of the leaders, one of the captains. How much do you guys shoulder the responsibility of what has transpired?
Oh man, I'm at the top. I feel like as leaders you got to hold yourself accountable before you can hold somebody else accountable. And it's all about not making any excuses. I think there's a lot of excuses throughout this year, and you got to have the uncomfortable conversation with teammates, coaches, or whatever it may be to get the ultimate goal, and that's to win. And let them know that we want the best, and I want to win. That's my mind. That's my main thing. I want to win by any means necessary, and if I got to step on toes to do that, then that's what I have to do. But we as leaders on this team, we have to step up. We got to hold each position group accountable to to be better, and hopefully we on Sunday show that.
How difficult is that for you, knowing that you have missed time because of injury and you haven't been on the field and as available as you would have liked to have been through this point?
It's hard. It is hard being in and out, especially for one, not being a starter, two, missing games, or splitting reps, not playing, pitch count. It's a lot of frustration. It's a lot of things that that I can't control, and I'm always talking about controlling what I can control. That is coming to work every day with a great mindset, being able to help others, help the backers out. So I don't shy away from that. I mean, my role might have changed on the field, but my role in the locker room or as his team hasn't changed. And I'm gonna stand my ground and be that leader. I'm not gonna tuck my tail. I've faced so much adversity in my life that I know how it feels. I know how to fight through it, and that's what I'm trying to teach these guys to. When things happen, you got to take it on head on, and don't shy away from it, and own up to it.
Shaq, when I was going to say the first week you came back, so 2 weeks ago, the first game when you came off the nose injury, did you watch the tape from that to this week and see improvement?
Yes, I mean, yeah. Each week I feel better. Each week, starting from my first day of practice, being stiff, really can't move. And then, in the game, it was stiff. Then the past, 2 games, I see myself moving around better. But it's still not there. The nerve still isn't firing in my calf. So I'm just it's a lot of film study, and I think that's the reason why I can play today is because how much film that I watch, and I got to put myself in a position to make a play because I know I'm a step behind, and I got to know that if I'm on the field, I got to be able to at least affect the game or do my job effectively where we can be a good defense.
Has Jeff talked to you about like the plan moving forward? I know if Coach Riker was a pitch count. Do we have pitch count this week, and have we talked about that?
I mean, we talk, but I'm allow him to address that. Me as a player is to do whatever the coach allowed me to do and tell me to do. So my job is to play football and let him answer the question like that. So whenever you get there, I think he have an answer for you.
You talked about Jeff's energy. Does that translate to wins? I mean, that's what I'm basically asking you right now. What does that mean?
I mean, you can't say energy, translate to wins. That's just not smart. Is what come down to winning is attention to details. So alignment, assignment, key technique, and playing with speed. I think that's what it really comes down to, actually winning football games. But when it comes down to energy from the head man And I don't want to say that like Frank didn't have energy, because Frank did have energy. So let's make sure we're going to put that out there. But for him to come in this situation to where he's at now and bring so much energy to not just the defense, the offense, offensive side of the ball, and the whole guys accountable. So let guys know that we're not going to drop our heads. We're going to face it head on. We're going to enjoy this thing, and we're going to put our best foot forward, and hopefully at the end of this thing we can be 8-0. That's the ultimate goal, is being 1-0 each week.
The results haven't been there for Vegas, but they've got great skill position. You get Devontae Adams, Josh Jacobs, and a good quarterback under center. What kind of challenge have you guys seen from them, and sort of overcoming, like knowing that they're trying to overcome their shortcomings this season also?
Just knowing that they got some guys, man. Josh Jacobs is a great running back. Just the way that he's carrying that team, and then you look at Devontae Adams over there, and then you got Hunter Renfrow, who's a sneaky receiver. So. And then you got Derek Carr. Derek Carr does a lot of great things too. So we respect them. They got a bunch of talent, and talent is a lot of things that you need in this NFL, and you can't take them lightly from what their record are. So we got to go out and just go out and fight.
Has focusing on that talent and game planning for it almost been kind of refreshing after Monday and Tuesday this week?
I think each week is refreshing to start over. So I don't think it's any different from week to week for me, because I feel like defensively, none of my coaches changed defensively. So my job is to continue to hold the guys accountable and continue to play good defense and do my job, and that's what I try to do.
Shaq, off the field, looking forward to next week. You get to host your Maniac Foundation event. How much are you looking forward to that, and how special is that night for you to focus on giving back to the community?
Oh man, I'm definitely looking forward to that, as it's an event that I do once a year. So when it comes around, it just brings joy to me to know that I'm doing my part. Just being able to give of my heart. What I'm saying, and being able to allow Indianapolis to be a part of it, and because they gave me so much. So for allowing them to come back and be a part of this great event is something that is something meaningful to my heart, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. I like that.
Play the Raiders almost every year you've been here. Does it feel almost like a division opponent in terms of familiarity?
No, it doesn't. It just feels like, I played the Patriots 3 times. So it's just another game, and I'm familiar with the offense, familiar with the scheme. So now it just comes back to going back to my notes from last year, the year before, to seeing what things are different, seeing what's the same, and seeing how can I pick up something to help the defense and get off the field.